You know me, SDMT. Let's get it, baby. But before we do, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and turn my notifications, man. Shout out to the gang, man. Let's get to it, man. This is a great topic. I see a lot in my comments, and I hear from a lot of young athletes. I want to give you guys my advice and my take on this. So the question is, what position should I play? You know what I mean? I hear a lot of funny comments, you know what I mean? Some kids are like, I'm 3'1", running a 4'2" at 12. And I'm like, what position should I play? I guess you should play running back, but you know what I mean? But we hear a lot of wires kids, you know, I'm 6'5", 240. Can I play receiver? I'm 5'9", 130. What position should I play? So I'm gonna give you guys my advice for you guys, and you know, hopefully this helps. All right, so when it comes to what position you should play, it comes down to, you know what I mean, the game of football, your knowledge, and then your frame, you know what I mean? So a lot of kids, you know, if you're a slimmer kid, you may be a DB or a receiver. You know what I mean, depending on your team and what your age is, you know what I mean? So if you're a smaller kid, a shorter kid, or a fast kid, a little stocky, you might be a running back. But what it really comes down to is, you know, when you're young, you want to play in multiple positions so you can learn the game, and it's only going to make you a better player. You don't only want to be the best receiver you can be, or the best cornerback, or running back, or lineman. You want to be the best football player. So for you to truly understand the game and reach your level of greatness, you need to understand more than one position. So at a young age, you should be open to playing many positions. I know some kids, you may love OBJ, or you may love Saquon, or whoever, and you want to be just like them. And so you just want to play running back, or you just want to play receiver. But for you to be the best football player you can be, you should be able to play multiple positions, okay? Also, it's always going to help your understanding of the game, okay? So for example, let's say you play wide receiver, you know what I mean? And you know your coach wants you to play some cornerback. Why would that help you? Because you start learning how to play cornerback. You also start learning what a cornerback's goals are, okay? That's going to help you as a receiver, because you're like, okay, what is a cornerback trying to do? I need to understand this cornerback's goal is, his techniques and his footwork and the things that he's trying to do while I run my routes. That's only going to make you a better route runner, okay? If you're an offensive lineman and you play a little bit of D-line, okay, that's going to help you because you understand the D-line moves, what the D-line goal is, their moves, what they're trying to accomplish. It's only going to make you better as an offensive lineman because you're like, okay, I know what you're trying to do. I'm going to make sure I get my hands in your chest. I stop you from doing this move. Okay, you did this move. I know how to, you know, handle that move. You know what I mean? So as a young football player, you want to play multiple positions. So if you're a receiver, you might want to play some corner or some safety. If you're a running back, you might want to play some, you know, some safety or some corner. You know what I mean? When I was young, I played safety and running back. You know what I mean? So if you're a tight end, you might want to play some linebacker or a D end. If you're an offensive lineman, you might want to play some D lineman as well. So you just want to keep your options open as a young football player. Because I trained a kid, he played center his whole life, but he got to his junior year and he grew 6 inches and he got skinny. You know what I mean? They got me to help him gain some weight. He ended up playing defensive end and tight end his senior year, and he balled out. But at the end of the day, you don't know how your body is going to grow, or, you know what I mean, hit that spurt. You know what I mean? You may hit a spurt, and you might have been a stocky kid your whole life playing center. You hit a spurt, boom, you lean up, and you're a little bit more, you know, solid and athletic. So now you can play D end, now you can play tight end. So having that ability to play multiple positions and playing multiple positions and learning multiple positions is only going to help you as you develop. Especially, let's say, you know, you're one of my grinders and you got high goals. You know what I mean? You're like, I want to play varsity as a freshman. You know what I mean? And let's say the varsity team, you know, they need a cornerback, but you play a receiver. And you only play receiver, but you can't, you know, you can't play on varsity because they're stacked out wide receiver. But let's say you're a wide receiver and you're a good corner, and they're like, you know, we need a corner, so we'll put you up on varsity, and you know what I mean, it's one of our corners. And then, you know, next year we'll let you play some receiver. So boom, right there, you're getting varsity experience. You're on varsity. So you want to make sure you allow yourself to learn the game from multiple different perspectives. It's only going to make you better, I'm telling you. So, you know what I mean? This is a fun video. What I want to do is I want all my young grinders and anybody that watches this video to give me your height, give me your age, give me your 40 and all that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to respond to everybody and tell you what position you should play. You know what I mean? I don't want this to be a fun video. But hopefully I just want you to understand that, you know, don't get too locked in at a position at a young age. You know what I mean? I can't lie. I was always running back and always wanted to be a running back. So it worked out for me, but I did play safety. I did play corner and other things, and it did help. But in the same sense, you know what I mean? Your body and your frame may change. So you got to be open to understand that you may be a lineman right now, but you could be a running back or receiver later, or a tight end or a linebacker. So you want to make sure you're training to be athletic, not just big. You're training to be athletic, quick, and fast. So as your body develops, okay, boom, you gain 6 inches or you gain 5 inches, you get slim, and you used to be big. Now, you know, now you're looking to play other positions. You can't play the line positions anymore. Or maybe you were a kid that was tall, and then boom, you gained a lot of weight and you're not as fast anymore. The coach wants you to play some tight end or some lineman. You know what I mean? So you got to be able to adapt as a young football player and understand that you want to learn more about the game. You don't only want to be the best receiver, running back, cornerback, tight end. You want to be the best football player overall, because that's just going to set you up for you to be in a better situation as you progress in football. Okay, so hopefully this video helps, man. I definitely want to help my young grinders, man, to get you guys on the right track, man. So make sure you drop your position, you know what I mean, your height, your weight, your 40 and all that in the comments, and we'll have some fun with this. All right, so that's a wrap on SDMT.